Alright, my review for Black Swan. Let's do it! Like Mila Kunis and Natalie Portman. I'm sorry, that was extremely inappropriate. Black Swan tells the tale of Nina Sayers, a kind-hearted, seemingly innocent young woman who, after getting the lead role of the Swan Queen in her company's production of Swan Lake, becomes overcome by the stress and ends up becoming a totally different person than she was from the beginning. Not to mention, a new ballerina joins the company as well, who's played by Mila Kunis, who is looking extremely attractive. Maybe too attractive. And Nina thinks that she is, quote-unquote, following her, and, so Nina becomes even more stressed out, and, you know, crazy shit happens. It's Darren Aronofsky. I am a huge Darren Aronofsky fan. I've seen almost every single movie of his except for The Fountain. I've yet to see that one, but I've loved Requiem for a Dream, I love Pi, I love The Wrestler, great movies, all of them. And I actually thought The Wrestler was kind of a weird choice for him because it wasn't weird, but yeah, he brings his weird side back with this one. So, if you've seen the trailer for Black Swan, or you're familiar with Darren Aronofsky's previous films, you know that his movies are, well, not normal. Alright, so if you don't know anything about Swan Lake, that's fine, because that's this movie's premise, and they kind of explained it to you in the beginning, like the whole basic story of Swan Lake. And I actually saw this as Darren Aronofsky's just like really sick, twisted version of Swan Lake. You know, the thing I love about Darren Aronofsky's movies is that he shows no boundaries. He's not afraid to show anything. Like, some of the practical effects in this movie were amazing too. Like, there's this one scene where Natalie Portman's character, she's trying to rip off a piece of skin from her nail, right? You know that time, when that happens, you're trying to rip off a little piece of skin right there because it's bothering you, and then it rips off like a little bit more skin than you wanted it to, and it kind of hurts. Well, her character, she pulls that piece of skin a little bit too far. Like, it starts to rip off like her whole finger, and it's just disgusting, it's disturbing, and like I said, I love how Darren Aronofsky says, there are no boundaries. It's great. In all honesty though, I thought his vision of Swan Lake was beautiful. It was really well done. As disturbing as it may be, and as disturbing as it might sound, because trust me, some of the scenes in this movie are really disturbing, dark, disgusting, gritty, hot. But by the end of the movie, after all the disturbing shit that goes on, you leave with this beautiful message, and it's just such a liberating feeling after you leave the theater. The other thing that I loved about this movie was its unique character study of Nina Sayers, who was Natalie Portman's character. And they wouldn't have been able to pull it off so well if Natalie Portman hadn't done such a great job. She was terrific in this movie. Her character had to play. Her character went through so many emotions, all that stress that she was under. She portrayed all those emotions and that stress so well, it felt as if it was all real. She's a terrific actress. She's literally one of the best actresses right now. So if you're going to see this movie, see it for her, because she's outstanding in this. The screenplay also adds just a lot of depth to her character. You really feel like you get to know her, and because of the way it's shot too, Darren Aronofsky sort of uses a shaky cam at times, and that like really makes a lot of scenes more suspenseful, and you feel like you're a part of her mind. You're seeing her hallucinations. You're under all that stress, under all that pressure. That's why the ending is so liberating when you finally see it. I don't know, it's all so well done. The character depth, the character study. You get to see this woman like near insanity, and it's brilliant. It's really well done. The thing I love about Darren Aronofsky's psychological thrillers is that you never really know what's real and what's not. He manages to make the audience unable to think straight. He'll get you, he'll make you think that this is all real, and it turns out it's all in the character's head, and you're like, oh, you got us this time. It won't happen again, though, and then happens again. Because Darren Aronofsky, he's just a fucking genius, I'm sorry for my language this time, but he is a genius at doing this. He's able to pull this off several times throughout the movie, and, at points where you're just like, oh shit, this is real. Nope. Alright, so the performances in this. As I said, Natalie Portman is outstanding in this. Just a great actress. Mila Kunis is also great in this too. She has a lot of comedic timing, which is great for a movie like this, because with a movie so dark, you're going to need some humor to not want to slit your wrist during the middle of the movie. So yeah, she's great in this too. She's just a great actress as well. She's got that charm with her. She's also really hot. Oh, and the lesbian sex scene.
Oh,
Vincent Cassel is also really good in this. He plays a sort of seductive teacher, and he does it really well. To be honest, he was kind of seducing me too. There I was sitting thinking, nobody could seduce me, and then he just pulls me in with him. It's great acting from him too. He's great. He's also pretty funny too. The music was once again done by, it's Darren Aronofsky, so who else but Clint Mansell. He's a great composer. If you guys don't know who Clint Mansell is, listen to some better music. Honestly, quit listening to that Justin Bieber crap. Turn on some Clint Mansell. You're going to enjoy it. I love Clint Mansell. He's one of my favorite composers of all time. Probably one of my favorite artists, like in general. He's a great composer, and his score just really adds to the movie. A lot of it is just his renditions of the Swan Lake soundtrack, but just the end scene music he uses is beautiful. Clint Mansell, you are a fantastic composer. Darren Aronofsky, please keep using this guy, because he's brilliant. Clint Mansell also did the score for Moon, which is an awesome movie too. All the music in that movie is also very catchy, so, he's just awesome. Also, I've never been so intrigued by ballet before. I gotta say, props to Natalie Portman, Mila Kunis, everybody who had to learn ballet for this movie, because that was freaking impressive. I've tried ballet before, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. They make it seem like it's so easy to do. Darren Aronofsky even said it himself. He wanted to find out why they made it seem so easy, how they made it seem so easy. It's actually not so easy. They have to practice really hard, really hard. They go through so much pain and so much struggle. And Darren Aronofsky is able to put all of that struggle on the screen, and he does it really well too. So now I have immense respect for all you ballerinas and ballerinos. So overall, Black Swan is a fantastic movie. It's a beautifully shot, really great music from Clint Mansell, a terrific character study, terrific performance from Natalie Portman, who definitely deserves an Oscar nomination for this. And, just an overall fantastic movie. I love the character depth, I love the story, I love the ending. Oh my god, this movie's great. It's beautiful, check it out. I'm gonna give it 5 out of 4 stars. I don't know what's my favorite movie this year anymore. It's really gonna be a hard top 10 this year. I'm just gonna say, you guys, you gotta watch this freaking movie. Alright guys, before I sign out, I want to give a quick shout out to Fighty88. He's got some great reviews, they're very funny. He usually does rant videos about movies that suck. Most recently he did one of Vampires Suck, which I adored, because I hate that movie. And it's sad that not many people agree with me on that, but anyways, just want to say, give him the shout out to him, subscribe to him, he's right here. I really hope this works out right, because whenever I use iMovie, I can't edit it right, but I'm gonna put him right here. So I hope you guys can see it here, and I'm also gonna put the annotation right here. His name's still gonna be up right now, I hope. So anyway, I'm the freaking Vocrit again, so long.